Why do you feel empty, even when everything seems fine? You're not in crisis. Nothing is obviously wrong, but something feels missing. And this isn't just emotional. It's a combination of how your brain processes reward and how your mind interprets meaning. Let's break it down. First, your brain runs on a reward system driven by dopamine, which is released when you experience something meaningful or rewarding, reinforcing behaviors and creating motivation. But in modern environments, this system is constantly overstimulated by fast content, notifications, and novelty, leading to what neuroscience calls dopamine desensitization. Over time, your brain lowers its baseline sensitivity, meaning the same activities that used to feel satisfying, conversations, work, hobbies, no longer produce the same level of reward, creating a subtle but persistent feeling of emptiness. Now let's add a psychological layer. Your brain also follows a process called hedonic adaptation, where it quickly adjusts to positive changes, meaning that even if your life improves, your emotional response returns to baseline faster than expected, which is why achievements, purchases, or even life milestones don't feel as fulfilling as you imagined. This creates a gap between your expectations and your experience, and that gap often feels like emptiness. But there's more. From a psychological perspective, meaning and engagement play a critical role in how you feel. And according to self-determination theory, your brain needs three things to feel fulfilled: autonomy, competence, and relatedness. If your daily life lacks a sense of control, progress, or connection, your brain registers that absence as a lack of meaning, even if everything looks fine on the surface. Now combine that with modern behavior. A large part of your day is likely passive, scrolling, watching, consuming. And while this gives short-term stimulation, it doesn't activate deeper cognitive and emotional systems that are responsible for long-term satisfaction. This creates what psychologists describe as low engagement states, where you are mentally active but not meaningfully involved, leading to a sense of disconnection. Now, let's go deeper into your brain. Your prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for planning and meaning-making, works together with the limbic system, which processes emotion. And when these systems are out of sync, when you are cognitively busy but emotionally underengaged, you experience a mismatch. That mismatch is often perceived as emptiness. At the same time, chronic mental load plays a role. Your brain is constantly processing decisions, information, and stimuli, which increases cognitive load and reduces emotional sensitivity, meaning your brain becomes less responsive, not because there is nothing to feel, but because it is overloaded. Now think about this in real life. You wake up, check your phone, go through tasks, consume content, complete responsibilities, but very little of it feels meaningful, challenging, or engaging enough to activate deeper reward systems. So even though you're busy, your brain isn't fulfilled. And that's where the emptiness comes from. Now here's the important part. This state is not permanent. Your brain is adaptive, which means it can change in both directions. So what can you do? First, reduce overstimulation, allowing your dopamine system to reset so that normal experiences can feel rewarding again. Second, increase active engagement, focusing on activities that require effort, creativity, or interaction, because these activate deeper neural pathways linked to satisfaction. Third, rebuild meaning through small actions, setting goals, creating progress, and strengthening social connections, because your brain responds strongly to purpose and belonging. And finally, simplify your mental environment, reducing unnecessary input so your brain can recover from constant cognitive load. Because that feeling of emptiness is not a failure, it's feedback, a signal that your brain and mind are out of balance. And once you understand it, you can start to change it. If you found this helpful, Subscribe to Nexplain